My name's Peter, and you're watching Broke Visionary. And in this video, I will be reviewing the RodeLink Filmmaker kit for your DSLR and audio needs. So pretty much for like the longest time, whether it's for my freelance jobs or any kind of professional looking videos, I've always gotten away with the quote, do whatever you have, right? Don't let your equipment get in your way of making your videos. But there was a point where I had to get some kind of lavalier system. But before that, I was using things like phone and the clapping technique method to sync up in post, believe it or not, for some videos like these ones. Just clap for me, just to sync up the sound. But recently, I had to pretty much mandatory because of the talent as well as my own accessibility. I had to pick up some sort of lavalier system with a wireless transmitter and a receiver. And I chose to pick the RodeLink Filmmaker kit. And when it comes to overall pros of this is that one, it's super simple to set up. It pretty much is a plug and play right out of the system. You pretty much just turn on the button here, has your button on the transmitter and receiver as well, and you pretty much plug it in, set the settings on your DSLR, and you're good to go. But there are some things that you need to note. One, depending on your DSL's body, you have to make sure the setting is at the most approximate setting. For mine, which I'm using the D5200, it's at 6 out of 20 on the volume. Also, if you turn down the RodeLink, there's also these settings, plus, minus, and 20. I keep it at 0 on the transmitter, and on the receiver, I keep it at plus 10. If you're using a camera that doesn't have the best audio settings, especially for like a Nikon, it's best to use this owns gain system versus the internal mic gain system, period. When you first buy your RodeLink Filmmaker kit, you pretty much have your lavalier lapel mic, your transmitter, and your receiver as well, which also comes with a 3.5mm jack, which goes into your DSLR, and the part with the little twisty knob thingy goes on top into the receiver. And likewise for here. It has one of those like twist knobs so then the mic doesn't accidentally slip out, and also comes with a clip belt you can clip on your talent. And just like I would say any other lapel mic, the RodeLink can compete with any of the other mics such as like the Sennheiser, the Sonys. Like the quality is just up there as long as you have the right settings on your mic. Like there were points where I did conform to a little bit, where I sort of looked and blended in like everyone else. Another con that I have is that after like the first week of using it, it's powered by two AA batteries, is that one of the spring terminals for the batteries broke off and snapped, but luckily I was able to pin it back in so there is a connection. But it's kind of silly for something that you paid so much money for just to snap like that. So you have to be aware of the battery terminals and being super careful when it comes to putting in your AA batteries and taking them out and replacing them. But you get what you pay for. And overall, when it comes to sound quality that I've used this for, it is pretty much up there. You can't really tell. If anything, it is still high quality sound. And the whole point of getting a lavalier mic is that you don't have to worry about not getting the recording audio from your talent, and you're able to move around versus a shotgun mic versus a shotgun mic. So would I recommend it if you're under budget? Yes, but be aware of things like the battery coil snapping off. Be aware of the bulkiness. But the pros of this is that it's super easy to set up. All you do is you hit the power on there, you hit the power on the receiver, it links up. You don't even have to worry about what channel it's on because it does it automatically. And you can also tell the battery levels on here on the receiver, and it's pretty much solid. And if you haven't figured out yet, all of my audio that I'm using to record this review slash test is on the RodeLink. No post-processing, no putting it through anything. All audio is from this right here. So I was recording this in post and I realized that why is the audio lagging? And the irony of this video. Like, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just gonna give, my honest review on the RodeLink Pro. And there are other couple things that I want to touch about. Like, the wire itself, there have been complaints how, it's really cheap. And it feels like it's very easily, you can rip it off. Also, yes, there's also cool how there's this lock-in system with the transmitter to the lapel mic. But this little piece here can easily fall off, and if you lose it, there goes your $400 microphone system. You pretty much pay for what you get. But if you're in dire circumstances and you needed a mic, like I said, this is a solid mic to go to. But there are also better alternatives out there if you have, or you're within the right budget. And overall, after, I would say, me having this mic for 2 months now, I would say it's something that I would use outside of just, professional work or work. There's nothing wrong with this mic. Solid mic. Sound quality, as you can tell, is pretty good. Even if I hold it right here, you can still hear here. And it does a pretty good job at picking up your talent's voice and kind of blocking out all the other noise, as it is a lapel mic, and that's the whole point of having one. And yeah, hopefully you guys watched to the end of this video. Links are in the description if you want to check this mic out. Also, my own personal recommendations as well. Cool beans.